What's going on out there, YouTube? This is SEL20. I'm back at it again. Check out my last video I just posted up about the stupid travesty of being human being canceled. Stupid. Anyway, I left all that there at the other video. I'll talk about it more if y'all want me to make up another video of my thoughts about it. But what I wanted to talk about, which is what I left off with when I did the Wind Rises review, is 2D animation. Okay, 2D animation to me now is becoming like extinct. They have like, I mean, to me it's crazy because going back when I first could remember, I remember like animations like Aladdin, Robin Hood, Peter Pan, shows like, of course, Looney Tunes. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Like, when the first time I've ever saw like an anime, I think my first anime ever looking, it wasn't Dragon Ball Z, believe it or not. I think it was Robotech or it was either Gundam Wing. And I looked at this and I was like, what is this? Because it to me, when I have a dream, when I dream and I look at something and my dreams can go as far as fast as I could even imagine a dream. Now they make movies now that CG animation, it could go as far as it wants to, but the essence of a stylized, pen-drawn, 2D animated feature and brought to life, it's a whole different world to me than, it's like when I look at Pixar, CG, 3D, like that's its own entity. Real life, that's its own entity. Animation, that's totally separate. Like, to me, it shouldn't be that 2D animation is being replaced by 3D animation. I feel like those are two separate things. That I think 2D animation should stay, and they progress 3D animation as much as possible, or even mesh the two together. I mean, when you think about like Space Jam, right? Space Jam, it had 2D animation mixed with 3D animation, mixed with CGI. And realistic characters, and the way that they interacted with Bugs Bunny, with Michael Jordan. I mean, it was awesome. It was epic. What was it? Paperboy, like the one that got nominated for, I can't remember if it won the Academy Award or not, but that was a merge of direct 2D animation and like the Pixar style of CG, and it was amazing. Like, I mean, they now have, from what I understand, I think that Walt Disney Productions have canceled most and all of the animated feature movies. I mean, I think the last one that they had officially done, which was the one about, Lord, I forgot it. Man, I can't believe I forgot it. Oh, what is it? It's the one where they were in, oh man. Crap, I forgot it. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. Had a brain fart. Anyway, it'll come back to me. But since the last one that they had made, I think it was back 2008, 2009, they have not made any more Disney feature 2D animations. Now, anime, Japanese animation, they are continuously making like great, stellar like storylines and animations. But now they've become so convoluted with now the mangas and the hentai and all the supernatural spiritual stuff and then the overdrawn action stuff. I mean, it's just become nuts. But I mean, they still have like the one-hit wonders like Origin or like Samurai Champloo or like Paranoia Agent, or even like with the newer ones like Summer Wars and of course The Wind Rises. Anything from Miyazaki has been amazing. There's been so much that has been put into the emphasis of 2D animation on the anime level that anime now is almost the new animation. Like because here in America it's basically dead, with the exception for, thank God for DC. Thank God for DC Universe coming up with all the different like movies, the animated style movies. I mean, yes, they do have now like the cartoons and stuff like that, but it's not the same as like the actual pictures. Like these movies that are coming out from DC Comics, like the last one that came out, which was Justice League War, that could have went to the theaters, and it would have probably made some money. Like, it doesn't even have, these movies don't have to go straight to DVD. I think they honestly, some of them, like Under the Red Hood, that movie could have went to the theaters. I would have seen it. It would have had my money. If they would have had probably a better production, it would have been amazing, you know. But I mean, they're doing the smart thing and keeping the money, because that's just not where the Hollywood is wanting their money to go. Like, they're thinking that 2D animation is dead. They're thinking that 2D animation is a direct comparison now to CG, like with like Shrek and Toy Story, and I mean, they're banking off of some great things, and I've heard that Frozen's amazing, but it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like 2D animation needs to stay. It needs to stick around. Like, when I looked at, and I've talked about this before in my review, The Lion King, the first time I saw The Lion King, I was just in awe of it. Like, I was so wowed by it. It was so much devotion to the craft of pen and stylization of illustration and animation, and even the great storylines like with Mulan, and even like things like the kind of more low budget like Hercules, like those had meat and substance to their characters, you know. Every time you see something like, even like Pocahontas, which I don't like that much, but the wind scenes of Pocahontas and going through the trees is just a beautiful. I mean, even you think about like Tarzan, like I go back and that's my childhood, but it's not just my childhood. There was something special about that. To me, that's something that should stay and stick around. And I mean, for them to just completely get rid of it, I'm totally in, like, I disagree. I disagree that they should do that. I think that it should stick around in some capacity, but what are y'all's ideas of what they could do to keep that going around? Or I don't know how much leeway we can actually do unless some of us take up the mantle of actually bringing together a production team from America that does what the Japanese animation are doing and even greater. And I mean, it shouldn't just be the superhero stories. It should be continuous real stories. Because I mean, thinking back now, like, I don't know too many just 2D animated movies that are just normal movies. Like, those are all being ran by Japanese animation to some capacity, if not influenced by. I think that The Borrowers was the last one, but that was influenced with Miyazaki. I'm not sure if it was an American director or not. But I don't know, man. I think it should stay. I thought also before about when what was it they were talking about? They were saying that most of the 2D animators for Walt Disney have been fired and been taken out of the game if they don't know anything about animation level with Maya and After Effects and all the animated styles of just servicing like Pixar and all those new CG animated like with DreamWorks and whatnot. But I feel like that should stay, but they should keep the 2D animation, like continuously do what people can truly appreciate. And it's a craft in and of itself, to me, different from what is actually considered the new animation, you know. I know this was just a small rant, but I really wanted to talk about it, and I really wanted to get y'all's input about it. If y'all want to, maybe we can actually have like maybe a live stream and like get y'all's thoughts on what was y'all's favorite animated feature film. What do y'all think that they should do now with the 2D animation? Should they keep it in y'all's opinion? Leave your comments at the bottom of the link, and anything that y'all can think of about my rants, or if I was too long-winded, or if it was just too out there, please let me know. But this is my thought process on 2D animation, my true thought that it should really be kept and brought back to life. This is SEO Do Zero signing out. Have a good one.